General lecture in English medium. Facts in our life, academic and personal, is the topic for discussion today. As a matter of fact, I was in oscillation whether to upload this lecture on general aspects with reference to our regular course of life. However, this lecture received very good response when I uploaded it and in Telugu language. That is why I decided to upload this important lecture in English language also, dear friends. In this lecture, I was to cover about the significance of language, mother tongue, Hindi, English. In what way they are essential, in what way you need not be worried, you won't be able to follow them strictly. Secondly, legal education. There has been a doubt in among student community. Only the students in prestigious institutions of legal studies will be able to come up, and the students prosecuting legal education in centers of legal education which do not have minimum infrastructure won't be able to success, and I'll be able to harmonize between the career of these students by placing before you some tips. Next thing is books and literature. So there has been a consistent doubt among the students' mind what books are to be followed, what books are need not be followed, and generally books of high standard would be prescribed. How far the students will be able to read, how much they will be able to spend time for reading the books, to what extent they'll be able to remember, that is recollect and present in the examination, in what way they should be in a position to present in qualifying examination, how best they should be in a position to face the competitive examination. The process of presentation is quite distinct from qualifying examination and competitive examination. Secondly, how to get settled in life as early as possible and start life, that is and what precautions to be taken for better welfare in your life. Secondly, next issue is need of money, importance of health, and greatness of conduct. I want to let you know, if time permits, regarding matrimonial life is sine qua non in our human life, but for which one, despite possessing a lot of social status, economic status, and official status, how in the absence of life partner won't be able to maintain enjoy happiness and a good social status. A few points I tell you. And need of money, importance of health, greatness of conduct, few tips I tell you. Finally, national integration, the importance of our country, how we preach in schools in the very beginning, how the seeds of foreign soil sown in Indian soil at the very infant stage. These are the few issues I'd like to enlighten, dear friends. Please acknowledge positively this lecture and don't make adverse comments. I do remember those who pass comments even at high school stage. I remember when I was studying in 10th standard, the students, idiots, used to put nicknames to their great teachers, and this type of a bad practice I witnessed in degree level also in one most prestigious degree college in Andhra Pradesh. So that is why do not teach your and do not honor your teachers like guru. Don't criticize and contradict his issues. We are witnessing in videos so-called the great president of India Ramnath Kovind ji, how he honored his teachers in Rashtrapati Bhavan. Similarly, Abdul Kalam ji and great leaders, how Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan ji is being honored every year, and his birthday is being titled as Teachers Day. On that occasion, many eminent teachers are being felicitated. This lecture, in fact, I was in doubt whether to upload or not, but this lecture gave very good response when compared to academic lectures. That's why I have decided to deliver this lecture, dear friends. Now, language. There had been a consistent and unstinted doubts being raised by the student friends regarding the language. Dear friends, please remember, any language is great. Any language would be an asset in our human life. Some student friends of Telugu state are expressing, "Sir, I studied in Telugu media. I am not able to understand English. What can I do?" There is no problem, dear student friends. Similar problem is there in other states also who love their mother tongue. By loving their mother tongue, by overwhelming love over their mother tongue, knowingly or unknowingly, intentionally or intentionally, they are neglecting other languages like English, Hindi, which are very most important in India. In this connection, I suggest you, dear friends, love your mother tongue as if how you love your mother. Love Hindi how best you love your father. And love English, respect English how you love your life partner. In addition to this, any language, wherever you go, you learn that language. Learning language is not a difficult task, provided you learn it wholeheartedly. So, to speak out whatever you want to communicate to outside public, there is no need to learn in depth any particular language. If you are able to learn and connect few words from 50 to 100 words, you will be able to communicate in any language which you don't know, which is not your mother tongue. For example, I know very limited words in Hindi, very limited words in Marathi. I will be able to communicate to others what I want to speak out both in Hindi and Marathi. I won't be able to give lectures in these two languages. That is the reason why I am very unfortunate to that I won't be able to teach in Hindi. Otherwise, I would have uploaded my lectures in Hindi and would be able to attract innumerable number of subscribers and viewers, because most of my colleagues, student friends are uploading in Hindi media, because in India most of the states mother tongue is Hindi. In addition to that, other state capitals also Hindi is being Hindi is being spoken. For example, Maharashtra, Marathi is a mother tongue, but in Pune, Bombay cities, Nagpur cities, most of the people speak Hindi. For example, in Hyderabad, Bangalore, and other cities, most of the people speak Hindi. That is why English is international language. So, dear student friends, those students who studied who are prosecuting their legal studies in different states. So, Telugu students may have they say that I studied in Telugu media, I won't be able to follow English. You need not have. Similarly, in Telugu, Hindi mother tongue people say that they are not able to follow English. So they need not worry. But the Bar Council of India, the regulatory authority of legal education in India, is consistently, unstintedly pressing the institutions of legal studies, centers of legal studies, to impart legal studies in English media only. However, some states are not are not strictly following this direction of Bar Council, and some states and some universities have introduced legal education, not only legal education, but also the judicial services examination in their local media in sense in mother tongue. So in some states, the judicial examinations can be written in Hindi, judicial service exam can be written in Hindi. In Karnataka, legal law examinations can be written both in Hindi, Kannada and English. Even though the institutions, states or universities which are introducing local media, it is only for the convenience of the students only. However, they can write in local media, local mother tongue, or they can write in English. The option will be there. Ultimately, the provision is there to write law examination in English. So there is no wrong to this. There is no wrong in learning English, because we are in a global village. In which country we are going to settle, we are not able to know. Just like once upon a time, one was confined to his native place or native district or mostly native state. But today, when we are going to where we are going to settle, we can say we may take shelter in neighboring state, we may take shelter in neighboring country. Adding fuel to this, the craze over advanced states, advanced countries like UK, US, Switzerland and other countries is increasing day by day, and most of the Indians are showing interest to get settled in foreign countries, dear friend. However, I suggest you as your elderly person, so you go all over world, around the world, but stay with your come back to India, that is to your parents, parental home. Give company and association to your parents. So by the time you go abroad, the parents will be very happily say, my child is going to US, my child is going to Switzerland. But as the time passed, the parents start weeping for having lost the association of the parents. So many parents are forced to stay in old age homes without. So the after marriage, children love parents. After marriage, a child loves life partner. After child, the ignoring life partner, that person loves the child. Suppose a woman loves very much husband, or husband loves very much his wife. After child is born, the love is more when compared to the love over child is more when compared to the life partner. When grandson or granddaughter is born, the love is a top priority. The man or woman loves much more than on a grandchild than the child, because in some places woman gives birth and leaves it with her mother. So the real mothership she will have the mother's mother, grandmother will be real mother of the child. That is the way in which grandparents love the children. So this is my sincere advice. Don't make adverse comment. As a senior friend of yours, as a senior citizen of 68-year-old, and having lost the company of my first son and grandchildren who settled in America, my tears I am expressing. Like me, many parents may move to tears for having lost. So, dear friend, take the case. We children going abroad for more money. So, those who don't get shelter, food in India may go abroad. But when once they are having abundant resources of livelihood in India, I suggest them to remain in India. Give pleasure to your parents. So at least till they are alive. This is my sincere advice. So if those who don't get food in India, let them go any country, because what can they do? Basically they must survive. Let them go any country, no problem. But when once they are having abundant resources of better livelihood, the such well-off people are going countries not for that, for better pairs. So you just question your servant man working for 1 or 2 thousand for cleaning the utensils. You that Malik, that owner of the house, or somebody 100 crore property. You ask a child, if a man of 100 crore property request a servant maid to give her daughter or son child as for an adoption, in seconds she will give reply, no, I don't give. No, I don't give. I physically tested also. If my statements hurt the feelings of anybody, I may be forgiven. I extend my unconditional apology. These are the practical problems I witnessed as a citizen of 60-year-old in everywhere. Many parents are feeling unhappy for away from student. Some parents express feeling, some parents. So that is why I have diverted here, dear friend. Anyway, these are the facts. This fact is to be spoken out, at the end of this, but in beginning it has come. Don't think this is a language. So when once if you learn any language wholeheartedly, you will be able to speak in 3 to 6 months or maximum 1 year. That is English also. Children, a first standard convent educated children is able to speak excellent English, which our postgraduates, teachers like me also won't be able to speak that much excellently. In global school, international study schools, the students are speaking second standard, fifth standard students, they are speaking excellent English. A first born boy is able to speak excellent English. Being enlightened persons, major, why can't you speak English? But the only thing is you have to show interest. Another thing is to write the qualifying examination of LLB. So how best you can, if you have limited knowledge of few words, if you can profess outwardly, that is enough. So I comings, you goings, like that language you apply, there is no wrong. In qualifying examination, or it may be LLB, BE or anything, in English media, there is no any problem. The examiner will not take it very serious whether you have written correct English or not. Whether you have communicated the subject is the only thing to be taken. But while appearing for the competitive examination, you must be very careful in writing good English. But your English language also will be tested. Precis writing may be asked, and the translation may be Hindi to English or local language to English. One essay may be required to be answered. You will be required to translate from your mother tongue to English and English to your mother tongue. That examination, that test is there in judicial services examination and some competitive exams also. For writing competitive examination, you must have good command over, good adequate knowledge. You should have adequate knowledge in English while writing exam. But while writing qualifying exam, enough language background is enough. Dear friend, merely because of overwhelming love over your mother tongue, some people in some states they are neglecting the English and Hindi English. So why? Because so I physically witnessed in some states the people love local language, they consistently speak local language, but ultimately they are forgetting the English language. I physically witnessed there are some senior citizen who who were highly qualified, who served as high class officers, and throughout their service of 30 to 40 years they never get an opportunity to speak English. And though they were very good English speakers at the time of joining service in qualification, they ultimately forgot the language. They find it very difficult to speak. I found in many some mother tongue loving states, they conduct every program in local language only. Even the intellectual giants also meet on particular issues. They speak their longer language. But in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, Telugu states, the people conduct all programs particularly in education institutions as far as possible in English only, when they love English more when compared to mother tongue. So every don't think that our language great, our language great. So once for Kannada is great to Karnataka people, Tamil is great to Tamil people, Telugu is great to Telugu people, Marathi is great to Marathi people, Maharashtra people. So every the mother tongue is our mother. So like that, try to respect all languages. The more the languages you learn, the more the wealth you are expected to get. This is the reason why our prominent Prime Minister of India, late Prime Minister of India, Sri P.V. Narasimha Rao ji, was well appreciated and well honored for his speeches in the local languages. He would able to speak almost all Indian languages. Wherever if he go to Kashmir, he addressed the gathering in that language. When he addressed the people in Tamil Nadu, he used to speak in Tamil and so on. That is the reason why B.V. Narasimha Rao ji was well appreciated and honored for his as he would able to speak almost all Indian languages. So coming to the point, so English, if you know English well, it is good. If you don't, won't be able to have command, more wonderful command over English. You need not worry. Students studying in ordinary law colleges without any infrastructure are there. They get law degree. And students studying who studied in global school, international schools also study LLB, LLM in national law schools. But still, the student who got his degree in a law college without any infrastructure, or a student who got law degree in national law school, prestigious national law school, spending lakhs of rupees, both degrees are equal in the eyes of law. Both are eligible to get enrolled in bar council of the respective state, and they are eligible to practice anywhere in India, including the Supreme Court of India. So the candidate who studied in very unaided law school, unaided without any infrastructure, may become a great lawyer. He will learn everything during the profession. Such people are there. Those who studied in very ordinary school, ordinary law school, became great lawyers and judges, and those who may not be. Yes. So far I gave some example about in UPSC exam, all faculties, IITs, doctors, postgraduate doctors, MTech people, MBA people, all very, very, very highly talented, and all will appear. We are witnessing in new videos and local media, social media, that a student, a son of a auto rickshaw driver, a son of a chappal maker, also got selected in civil services in top rank, like that. So it is only hard work. Hard work inspiration, enthusiasm will drag you, will take you, will actuate you to work hard and come up in life. So whatever God is given, you satisfy with that. But when once they admit that you are not inferior to anybody, you must protect your self-respect. At the same time, you must not you must not say that I am topper, I am greater than anybody. If you say that I am the trapper, I am the great man, so people say that you are a man of, you are a proud man, you are a man of ego. Everybody will find you at an accusing finger. Though you are really talented, you are really intelligent or brilliant, never speak out that you are an intelligent, you are a brilliant. So when once you are weak in studies, so that is why what we have, we must satisfy and go ahead in future. For example, a man who who could not get selected for IAS but got only IPS. If he discharges his duties as an IPS officer unwillingly, unhappily, he is not lucky. But a man in the same police department, a man having served 30 years as home guard, got promoted as a constable. If he discharges his happily, he is lucky. So he enjoys more happiness. This constable enjoys more happiness. He is what this IAS officer possessing lot of status won't be able to maintain. This is what you have to remember. This is what I physically witnessed in my regular life. And a senior citizen, I am placing before you. Please don't make any unnecessary comments. I am telling you, if you like it, you believe it, you trust it, you acknowledge it, you follow it, you otherwise leave it. So this is regarding our mother tongue. Finally, in language, the students who are feeling difficulty, if English language is compulsory in that particular institution, if they do not have any English language, they need not worry. 5-year course student after to first year, second year, history, economics, sociology, they will be able to get very good vocabulary in English. When compared to law, the vocabulary in political science, English, economics will be very good, and with that they will be able to improve their English language. When once they come to third year, that is first year of the real law, they will can easily their language we can never be a problem. Regarding 3 years course student, first year they feel some difficulty, second year they will be adjusted and accustomed to English language, third year they will become, final year of law, they will become perfect in English language. So I suggest each and every student to attend classes regularly, learn the subject. If it is only the student career, you will be able to learn the subject. When once you come out of college with a degree somehow or other, without attending classes, without studying properly, without learning the subject, you will have to face lot of problems in court. Your senior advocate will scold you, so many people will scold you. When once you enter court as an advocate, you will be called as learned counsel. The learned counsel in the sense you must be well knowledgeable person in reality. For that purpose, you have to concentrate on your subjects in all the tested. So this is what first point. So many things I have told you. And second thing is legal education, centers of legal education. That is also so we have in India. We have our legal education is conferred supreme status because a high court judge is privileged to among all professions. Legal profession has been conferred supreme status because a high court judge or supreme court judge will be able to order the state governments and central government, and they can nullify the law passed by the state government. The law passed by state government, executive action or legislative action by state government can be questioned by the high court judge and he can set aside. And similarly, the Supreme Court judges will have most powerful. We remember in our history in 1977, prior to 1977, the Mrs. Gandhi, the so-called Queen of India, the most powerful Prime Minister, political career was totally changed with the pen stroke of the then High Court Judge Jagmohan Lal Sinha, and who declared her election. She indulged in corrupt activities in election, and he disqualified her from election and contesting in next election. But still she preferred appeal before Supreme Court and made so many changes in constitution amendments. She brought about so many amendments and survived temporarily, but in the following 77 Lok Sabha general election she witnessed miserable failure. This is what I told so many times. Such a great position, status has been conferred on the members of our bench and bar. We have great lawyers like Nani Palkewali, L.M. Singhvi and Shanti Bhushan. Very great lawyers and judges are there. A wonderful lawyer, he is enjoying such social status as if he is the judge of the Supreme Court. How Supreme Court judges are respected, some great lawyers also are respected, is what you have to remember. Don't underestimate our legal education. You work hard, come up well. If you have good knowledge, you will be respected in the court. Not only the members of the bench, but also members of the bar will appreciate you. Next point for is books and literature. So in syllabus book, there are so many big authors, books of high standard will be there, and teachers will tell you the books of high standard. If you are able to prepare books of high standard, it is very good. When once you won't be able to follow the books of high standard, you need not get disappointed. Some small others are there like me. They collect information from the books of high standard and place them in a small nutshell. So if you then you can easily survive. So the facts are common. The Ashby versus facts are there in a very small book. Same in Winfield Salmond also the facts are same. So in constitution what the contents of Article 14, equality before law, is there in a small book. In H.M. Sherwai also is there. In the highest books of high standard, if you will be able to know, they are for knowledge point of view. The more you learn, you can acquire more knowledge from the examination point of view. Even if you study 1,000 pages book or more than 1,000 pages book, you must prepare some working notes of few pages so that you will be able to revise it in the examination, because every day there will be one examination. From one examination to one examination, the time is very short. If you want to refer, if you want to refer the book of 1,000 pages, you won't be able to refer. So that is why while purchasing books also, take the guidance of teacher, take the guidance of senior friend. Which book is suitable to you? First of all, you give reading of different books on same subject. Which book is suitable to your standard? Which book is suitable to your knowledge? You purchase that book and study it and prepare a notes that is good for your friends. So now next point is life settlement. Books life settlement. Today we see there are so many youth. There are good number of youth. They completed their degrees and looking for job. So I physically, some youth parents also encourage for higher studies. So marriage is most important event in human life. Marriage is most important event in human life. I sincerely suggest the student friends get married as early as possible. I suggest 18 to 20 years to girl and below around 25 years to boy, because time and tide waits for none. In up to 2025, our life is till minority. Our life is we don't have any. We have nothing to enjoy. We always concentrate on books and all. In old age also there is nothing to enjoy. The youth is most important part in human life. You don't waste your youth. Even once you waste your youth, you won't be able to get it back. So I like time and tide waits for none. So in olden days, my parents' side, my parents' generation, there were child marriages. There were child marriages everywhere. How many children God blessed? Therefore, 2, 3, 5, 10, 20, like that. They were having children. They are having lot of joint families, big families. Any marriage takes place. That from that ancestor, nearly 150 to 100 people gather. They enjoy a lot. But the type of joint families are not here today. So only by my parent generation, how many children God bless, they would able to give birth. So the great pundits prophecy, the great pundits, they give prophecies means some message to the public about God, about good, what is bad, what to do, what not do. Such type of message given by great scholars, great pundits is called prophecy. This prophecy, so the word professor is emerged from prophecy. So like this Chaganti Kodeswara, Garikipati Srinivas Rao are some prophecies from great pundits. They profess, they address the gathering, they enlighten the people through their prophecies, pravachanas in Telugu, that is there. So this is more important, children, because my parents side, good number of children, family, big families are there. My generation, we confined to only two, though we would able to give more children, but we are not allowed to only. My next generation, my children, either one or none. This present generation, it is very difficult to find a couple seen in two kids. So because, see, as per Malthusian theory of population must be doubled every 25 years. This took place up to 1970. Subsequently, the population is not getting doubled as enunciated by the Malthus. The academic students can understand. Earlier, 70 crore population was very high population, and the people were forced to undergo family planning operation. Today, the governments are encouraging the people to give more birth to children. Accordingly, the 1 lakh, 1 crore, 140 crore population is not commensurate, because in future generations the births are coming down. So the Indian diamonds, the existing Indian diamonds are getting migrated to foreign countries, and all the people will die after 50 years or 100 years, but nobody can survive beyond 100 years. If old age goes out, passes away, and youth will not come, this is the chief source of economy for any country is youth, the contribution of youth. So the service sector contributes heavily for growth and economic development of any country. Is what we can't have if we don't have this youth in future. With these countries' position will be miserable. We are witnessing there are some countries, hardly some 10 countries are having enough population in the world, and most of the countries are there, the population is very less. Just for instance, Russia, the population is Russia is 4 times of India, but the population is just above Uttar Pradesh. So China is the 3 times of India. America is 3 times of India. China has enough population, but America doesn't have enough population. No population in the sense, the youth, present children become a youth tomorrow. So the Indian diamonds are getting migrated to foreign countries for better life, and Indian that is why we are losing lot of wealth for your information, friend. If the statement is bad, you don't like it, excuse me, forgive me. I tender my unconditional apology for that. Don't worry. These are the practical things which I am witnessing. I am telling you. I am telling you, dear friend, our great scholars are giving. So that is why there are some great scholars like APJ Abdul Kalam and many more distinguished great scholars. They never like to leave India. They never like to leave India for foreign countries. They never like to leave India for foreign countries, but they, even though 100 times of remuneration was offered, which I read in Google and newspaper. I don't remember the paper, newspaper. See, in any the so-called global schools, international school, colleges, in a scholars level, then in prayer they speak, the national song is being sung, Janaganamana is sung, Vande Mataram is sung, Vande Mataram is being sung, Jare Jaha Se Acha is sung. After the prayer over, the students gathering, the children gathering is required to disperse from that prayer point to the respective classes. The teachers say, Cambridge University syllabus class, you go. Stanford University syllabus class, you go. Like this, they are telling. So that's why I said the seeds of foreign soil are sown in Indian soil in the very infant stage. So when once the foreign universities, foreign the issues are swinging in the before the ears of the children, the child will eagerly look forward when he can live abroad for foreign country. Is the present scenario, dear friends. If the statement is wrong, forgive me. Our people say that हमारा भारत महान, सारे जहाँ से अच्छा, जनगण मना. We give great speeches in 26th January and 15th August and other important auspicious occasions. But what we are telling and what we are doing. So by doing this, when the children are going foreign countries happily, they have a lot of friends, they have a lot of earning. But what about the children? The foreign countries want their children only. They don't want their parents. So many parents are this thing. If a parent dies, the son is not able to come to offer final rites, because some pandit said that when a body is the body should not remain uncremated for so many days. So until the boy comes from America, the body is lying. But that is not correct. From great leaders, the body is kept for darshan of the people for a few days. But one great pandit in Telugu tells that, so the body after birth, after soul is discarded from the body, that body should be cremated as early as possible. As per Veda, the body will have moksha in time. But this remaining body for more days will be an obstacle. Obstacle is what some pandits said in pravachanas, that is prophecies. I tell, if this my statement is correct, not correct, it is only from hearsay. I heard from great distinguished pandits of Vedas. I told here. In case it is any wrong, I tender my unconditional apology for this. So that is why leave it of a great scholar. Many sons unable to come to India to offer final rites to their parents, because they are in America and long distance countries. So within nearby countries is good. 2 hours is just like for India, Dubai, Singapore, Switzerland, they are okay. Just like local we can feel. But far away countries there are so many problems, dear friends. You just think it of Okay. I may be forgiven for telling. These are only facts. These are the feelings of parents. These are the practical problems only I am telling. I am not discouraging anybody. I am not discouraging anybody. Some parents are leaving their young daughters to foreign countries. We are finding in some news channels that the children who are going abroad for higher studies, they are facing so many problems. They are facing a lot of unemployment. It is also said that recently one video I saw, some children are committing suicide. Some children are went abroad, feeling lot of joy in parents. If they know about their condition, the parents cannot tolerate, so they neither they can remain nor they can come back. Like that, such videos also we are seeing. So it's not, see, we satisfy with what we have. Try to become, get settled in life as early as possible. A man who can earn more legally, legitimately, and satisfy his wife and children is a real man. Is a real man. So why I am telling you that there are some highly qualified doctorates. I yesterday one friend told me one PhD in law. He is doing some very ordinary job. So no, I saw in one law college, where there are about 8 teachers. Only one got married. Say 5 to 6 remain unmarried, saying that with this small salary, how I will be able to feed wife and children. That what they say. So to drive your own car, you are multimillionaire. You drive your own car. You don't have any shy. But to act as driver to some other's car, you feel lot of inferiority complex. Today, drivers in cities are enjoying extra income of not less than 2,000. 2 to 5,000 they are enjoying. When they go to airport, some very rich people, they give 500, 1,000 tip to the this thing. I interacted with some cab driver in Pune. He tells that it's very very little small car. He said, sir, if we get 2,000 extra, it is our bad day, sir. We get more. Apart from this, through this Uber or Wala, we are getting. So like that one driver said. So that is why. So you do start your career as early as possible, get married as early as possible, grow up gradually. Marriage will never be a constraint to your career. My eldest brother, after marriage, studied for more than 10 years. When he was in BA, he got married. He studied MA, LLB, ML. Ultimately he became lecturer, reader, professor, and retired as the principal, University College of Law, Andhra University. In final year BL, I got married when I was 13. At 23, I got married. After marriage, few months, I got job in Provident Fund. I left that job for LLM, ML. But people said, why are you a fool leaving UDC job in central government pensionable? You are leaving job, leaving wife, and going for studies. Oh, I wanted teaching. I wanted to become a law lecturer. Then I am going. I did went. So I was number lowest in ML. I was only second class. All the classmates were first class distinction student. I was very small before them in academically, but still I worked hard. I came out as a first ranker. See, these are what in the earlier in up to 12th standard, I did not have any proficiency in English. I worked hard. Don't think that I am telling a self-serving statement, self-boasting, self-drumming is not there. These are the practical issues. We can come up. I too saw some people who worked as class 4 employees or class clerk employee, class 4 in courts. Subsequently, they did LLB, they did LLM, they did PhD, they became professor. They became very professor, university law college principals, and leading lawyers. So there are so many great professors of law. Earlier, they were clock hour basis CHB lecturers. By the clock hour basis too, they became lecturers, they readers, professors, and became great professor. Don't waste your most valuable youth looking for. Don't remain unmarried beyond 30 years. Particularly a woman who gets married very late, she will have lot of problem. To become a mother, she will have to take lot of problem. That is the reason why many women who are late marriage, late marriage, they find it very difficult to conceive. They are revolving around fertility clinics and gynecology clinics. Dear friend, this is what we are doing. So, in most of the cases in present youth, with great difficulty, the woman is able to give birth to only one child. Second issue, it is like a life and death question. This is what I am given to understand from a scientist, that the whatever we what the intake will be, the output also will be the same. Our water is not correct. The mineral water is not correct, not healthy. The milk we are using packet milk is not healthy. The foods, all foods we are taking fertilizers. We are getting lot of even fruits, very ordinary fruit available everywhere in every place, also are being imported. So the food we take is this. Adding fuel to fire, we are following Western culture, following maida products, pizza, burger. But wheat is healthy, maida is not healthy. But we people take this maida products, pizzas, burgers, and paws, and all these things. It is said the what kind of food we are taking, but the same strength will be like this, dear friend. That is why I sincerely suggest you improve your qualification even after marriage. You improve your career even after your development. I started while studying LLB. I conducted tuitions to become student for pocket money. Then in LLB, after that I worked as clerk in Hindustan Shipyard as clerk. I worked as UDC in Provident Fund Office. I worked monthly temporary in Andhra Bank long back while studying LLB in evening college. And then I became a lecturer in private law college, CRD. And then luckily I got job, government aided college job in Maharashtra. In case did not do PhD at that time, I would remain as a private college teacher in this thing. Though I was earning small salary in CRD law college, I used to take classes in Kakinada Judicial Service exam. Weekly I was traveling between Elur and Kakinada at about 250 kilometers. I was going to Vijayawada about 70 kilometers for teaching Viva. If you can work hard, if you have an inspiration and enthusiasm, so nothing will be a constraint in your way, dear friends. Start your career as you possible. Start your material life as possible. In the absence of life partner, in the absence of legally wedded marriage, we find so many daily celebrities, so many politicians who crossed 50 years that remain unmarried, earning crores of rupees, having lot of wealth. They are not happy. Still they feel. A big celebrity may have a number of man have a number of girlfriend, a girl have number of boyfriend. They have a lot of enjoyment. When once the relationship is not legalized by the process of this auspicious marriage ceremony, their unification is not acknowledged in the society, they won't be able to maintain high social status. Not only that, they won't be able to give birth to children in public, and they won't be able to say that particular child is mine. That is there. They feel lot of unhappiness is what we are physically witnessing in the society, dear friends. So please see that. That is now regarding another thing is money, health, conduct. The money is we need money, but note that we are not money is born for man is not born for money. One who has overwhelming love on money, his humanity will get diluted day by day. There are some men, there are some people, man or woman, they have I physically saw they have crores worth ancestral property. They receive from crores worth ancestral property from their parents. They also earn in lakhs, they also earned crores of property. Their children also earn very well, better than them. But the wealth given by their parent they don't need because they are also earning surplus. The parent surplus, their surplus wealth they are giving to children. They also don't like. Both are doctors and somewhere they both the children went abroad and earning more. So the so-called such people also I saw they don't send they don't spend they don't spend 100 or 1,000 rupees liberally to give cup of tea to some friends I saw physically. So these are measures also. So when once you give 1 crore to one boy, 1 crore to one girl, you take out 10 lakhs from these 10 lakhs, you would give that 10 lakhs to temple which doesn't have minimum amenities. Doop, Deep, Naivedj, you give, you help the temples who are in poor condition. You give that 10 lakh to something. Not that, 11 lakh, 1 lakh. You take out to 10,000 and you take out 10,000. You distribute it liberally around the poor people or poor temples like this. The people around you treat you God. People around you treat you God. Really. You will become a very good man. You will become a great man. There are so many children who received many crores. So suppose he receives 100 crores from father, he doesn't spend 100 lakhs in memory of father. However, some children are there. Though they don't get anything from the parent, they do a lot for the parent. They name the schools, they name the college buildings, that thing. So those children who have great love, affection in memory of their parent, they do something to children. But some children who received crores, they never spend anything. So that type of things are there. So that is why when we go, even after retirement, we have to construct our future. So God may be there. God is there or not, we don't know. Assuming that God is there, you worship God. But if you don't like, you say, don't think that you don't trust God is there. Some unknown person said God is there. No, God is there. What is God? Some people are stealing the temple, gold and statues. Nothing happened to them like that. So if you never criticize God, never criticize God. Never criticize God. If you have mind, you worship the God. But for the God, in every country all over the globe, thousands, lakhs of crores are being spent in India. You see how much amount is being spent for this Rama Mandir construction, how many crores are being donated by people from all over the world, what will be the budget of Babri Masjid nearby. So Babri Masjid is great God to Allah is God, great to Muhammadan brothers, and Rama and others are we worship Hindus. So every religion will have their God. Similarly, Christians worship Jesus like this. So the God is there in some form or other form. This is just like decentralization. In Calcutta, the people in Calcutta say that Calcutta Kali is the most powerful. The people in Tuljapur says that in Maharashtra, the Tulsapur goddess is most powerful. The people in Kolhapur say that goddess Mahalakshmi is most powerful. The people in Tirupati say that Lord Balaji is most powerful. Everywhere there are the most powerful God and goddess temples in India. The people around them, some temples are national level recognition, some temples are local level recognition. But with the local level recognition in the sense, it's just like decentralization of God. Ultimately, God is one. So every village, there may be village goddess. So whether it is a village goddess or it is a city goddess, it is a village goddess like Polamamba something, it is a regional goddess like Tulja Bhavani, Calcutta Kali like this, or Vaishno Devi like this. All are same. The God is one and the same. God is one and the same. So to inculcate the minds, to have the inspiration, to create inspiration, this type of things are being titled by the great philosophers and great pandits right from Veda period, dear friends. So that is why worship God. Another thing is, and money is money. So don't think that money is life. Money is life. For money only, so many people with we have heavy desires high desires over money. So a person, what he enjoys is very little. For unnecessarily he makes much money. When once he is caught, he is jailed. So he is what we are seeing. So dear friend, so money, when once we have some money, surplus money, you give a little to poor, you give food to a poor man, hungry man, you give some food to cow, and you give some food to street dogs like this will be a give marks. You can earn marks in a jail. Prisoner with good behavior will earn marks. Depending upon the earning of how many marks he earned with good behavior, he will get released early. So how best, how what our children will do for us of we cannot say, but we have to construct. Suppose the so called scientists are doing extraordinary ventures. They are doing a lot of they are inventing so many things. They are doing a lot of researches on moon, sun, but no scientist in this universe cannot say what a man was before his birth, what a man will be after his death. So man is doing lot of research on moon. Man is making an attempt to do research on sun. They are doing so many miracles. They placed before a cell phone with which we can see the entire world in audio and video. But the man could not and cannot and can never find out what a man was prior to his birth and what a man will be after his death. That these two channels are lying in God. That is God or some supernatural power which no one will be able to invent. In this way, you see, we can sincerely trust that God is there or some supernatural power is there. Worship God. If you don't like to worship God, keep quiet and never criticize any God. So this money. Health, dear friend, there is a proverb: if wealth is lost, nothing is lost; health is lost, something is lost; character is lost, everything is lost. So I told you about the importance of money. Enough money is enough, should maintain. So health. See, people think that some pundits, the prophecies like Chaganti Kodeswar Raoji, Garikipad Narasimha Raoji and other great preachers say that. So man is ignorant of so many great gifts he is blessed with. Man is very ignorant. He doesn't know how many great gifts he is blessed with by God. Most of the people, except a very few, are lucky. Most of the people are lucky, except very few people. Those very few people are one who is dead in mother's womb, one by miscarriage or abortion. Secondly, one who is dead by delivery. When a woman gives birth to a dead child, we are witnessing. One, in some cases, both mother and child die at the time of delivery. And a woman gives birth to physically handicapped child. Some, even a proper child, some ill health, some hole in heart or something, we are witnessing in videos. This child is a few months old or 1 year old. There is a serious health problem in her heart. It requires 1 crore or 2 crore. Please donors, please come forward and help, like this. Some physically eyeless blind people are there, physically handicapped people are there. Some, though everything physically fitness is there, some ill health problem is there. Some health problem, health like cancer or like health problems, people are there. So without having born in a civilized society to disciplined parents, physically fit and without any ill health, healthy and with good brought up under disciplined parent, with enough education, enough good conduct, Even conduct also is God gift. Some are very good, have good conduct. Some are having very bad conduct. Terrorists are there. Cruel men are there. Mischievous people are there. So that is there. Even born as a misgender also may sometimes be good if that misgender is dedicated his life, her life to public service and state purpose of the state, and that is how some misgenders were honored by the President of India recently with awards like Padma Shri, etc. What we witnessed recently. So the God has provided, we have been gifted with so many great things by God. The most powerful, wonderful health, good figure, good figure. For figure means for if a man is, we are not ugly enough, one need not be handsome. I am not ugly enough, one is need not be beautiful. So these are the, so most of the people are having these great qualities. If you want to purchase those qualities, even lakh crores of rupees is not enough. One cannot purchase good health spending many crores. One cannot get beauty spending many crores. One cannot get good health spending many crores. You remember. So there are so many celebrities. They spend lakhs and crores, lakhs for makeup and crores for surgeries to be beautiful. Some people, some women are men, but naturally they are beautiful, naturally they are handsome. So we see, particularly commercially, the celebrities all with great makeup, but we don't think about the most beautiful girls in degree colleges, engineering colleges, and in public we see, we never think about them. We think about the so-called celebrities who are in most costliest makeup also. Why think it of? So dear friends, so don't think that I may be forgiven for making this statement, because the natural beauty is natural. I, since in this I may be, if permitted to but children, the people in general, the professionals, makeups are mandatory for celebrities, stars and everything. But common people, don't spoil your girl children, habituating them for makeup from the very childhood. I saw some women, they made they are habituating the small kids school going with makeup 8 years regularly. So makeups are designed for women only, but do it, but occasionally go for Ayurvedic natural products, apply to face. The faces will be very glow. If once for TV stars, film stars, artists, receptionists, air hostess, for their profession, it is makeup is a sine qua non. Without makeup, they cannot discharge their duties, knowing willingly or unwillingly. They are constrained to do it. But for those, for occasionally, one may do it for functions, marriages. I suggest our homely children to go for that. Don't get addicted to makeup regularly, applying chemical products to faces and spoil your. This is the actually. I should not interfere in this. I'm telling as a senior colleague, like your uncle, like your parent. I'm telling how your parents show what take care of your health in that process, as a well-wisher, as like your uncle, I'm telling. So these are the most important points. And last one is conduct. So conduct is, among all, the conduct is the best. One who possesses conduct can come up like anything. A fifth standard man, fifth standard woman can come up with good conduct. Conduct doesn't mean monogamy. A man having one wife or woman having one husband is not conduct. Conduct means the impression you have developed in the people around you. Suppose the senior advocate is there, he has 10 junior advocates. Suppose he will have good impression on one advocate, he gives some brief to attend on his behalf, and the senior will leaves the place for district headquarters for High Court capital. Then that senior is very happy, comfortable. So I have given that brief to my junior so and so. He will certainly attend that. And he can comfortably. Suppose he doesn't have good conduct, I gave that brief to that fellow, whether he will attend or not, he won't be able to travel peacefully. He will always think about it. So a conduct in the sense, a parents have 5 children, for example, who is a number 1 in conduct, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 serial order will be there. That is conduct. So the parents themselves like one child more, don't like that much. So the degrees are there. Second child is number 1, third child is number 2, first child is number 3, fourth child is number 4, like that. They will give grades. That is what is called conduct. One who maintains conduct, a tea stall owner can become star hotel proprietor. Dear friend, one more point I want to tell is the conduct is the greatest wealth. If one has good conduct, good impression, public impression, this is what is the public goodwill. Suppose a tea stall man gives pure quality, good qualitative tea in particular center, and a man who wants to take tea in his motorbike some 3 kilometers away wants to think of tea. So that particular center, tea is good, he will go and tea. That is why this is thing. So I physically witnessed lastly. So how best you come up. So I have done so many degrees, doing so many degrees, waiting for job is not correct. So here I witnessed some communities in our Andhra Pradesh. They don't like to do job, whatever qualification. They want to become a business. They want to become employer. They want to become employer and give jobs to some. That is the attitude is what I saw. Because they start their career even as an auto rickshaw driver and purchase so many autos and then purchase so many taxis, and then they will be, that is how starting from auto rickshaw or taxi, maintaining the earnings very carefully, they rose to the level of travelers, big travelers, maintaining lot of Volvo buses, AC sleeper buses like this. So that is why those who are having hard working minded, I saw some clip. The 100 acres land that is of same community. The agricultural labor also is at the same community. But this agricultural labor will never think that I too belong to same community. He is a landlord of 100 acres. I don't have 1 acre. But he doesn't feel why should I work same community. But he works as a laborer and try to acquire one small land, tiny land, and he works hard, he develops it, and one day or other, he too will try his level best to become the owner of 100 acres land. Is what? That is the enthusiasm. By doing a lot of degrees, waiting for job with little salary, this is the salary, this is house rent, this is milk, this is children, and like that. So there are some leading very normal life. So these are all the issues with reference to the average family. Those who are by birth, so by birth very rich, be careful. The children who are born to rich people must be very careful, because you don't know what is life, you don't know what is deficit. Your parents are giving as much as possible. That is why you don't know what is life, what is you are not, you don't know what is hungry, you don't know what is problem. Your parents are earning heavily, they are giving everything. That is why one of my friends told me, he himself is a rich man, his wife also is employed, both are employed, they both are earning. When they have daughter, he said to me, so when suppose we both are earning, we are property, when my daughter asks everything, we should not give them anything. We should restrict it. The parent can give 1,000 rupees to child, but when the child asks 100 rupees, they should put so many questions and give 10 rupees or 20 rupees. That the type of parents are there. Recently, I found in one video, Keerwani ji, great music director, who received Oscar award for Not to song. and along with his counterpart Chandrabose ji. It was we witnessed in video that the great music director in Tollywood, Keeravani ji, the brother of the great director, international director Rajamouli ji, he motivated his son to do some labor job because he should know what is right, what is wrong. He able to give heavenly comforts to his son, but dragged him, actuated him to do labor job, so that to come up in life he must know what is good, what is bad. But out of great love and affection, overwhelming love and affection, rich people give lot of comfort, and some are good, they travel in proper direction, some travel in wrong direction. Dear friend, I have given some of the examples in our human life, and how to come up, and this is my practically what I witness. If you acknowledge these points, you follow, otherwise you don't criticize me, because your teacher is like your father. How you respect your teachers, of parents, you must also respect your teachers. Here, dear friend, I worship my teachers. I worship my teachers. I worship my godfathers. So when I used 1 minute, some comments came. We must remember our parents. We must remember our parents because they gave us our life. We must worship we must show loyalty. I show loyalty. I honored. I spent a lot of money also. I honored all my teacher, dedicating the books. When once one teacher telephoned me, when I thought of him whether he is alive or not, a phone came accidentally. Then said, Surya Rao, me, I am so and so. Sir, actually, what a miracle, sir. Just I am thinking about you. In case you are here, I simply fall on your feet. So tomorrow I am dedicating you one book. I dedicated one book, and when in that function, his son organized that function. I sent 50,000 worth books to that law library, bar library, and give some 50 copies of that book to that distribution. Some function was arranged in the. So this is what, sir. Forgetting this thing is not correct, sir. Remember your parents, remember your teachers, remember those who are instrumental for you, Any godfather who gave you life will always be in superior position. But if you call him, sir, how are you? That is enough. You need not spend anything. It is free of cost. So that is what I tell you, dear friend. These are some practical things. Today, there is no respect towards elders, no respect towards teachers, no love and affection, nothing else. Everyone is putting a circle around him, myself, my wife, my children. He doesn't want anybody. He doesn't look at anybody. So the type of bad society we are witnessing is very bad. Go back to your parents, grandparents generation, how they love each other, how we are loving each other. You see, a friend in need is friend indeed. So that is inviting friend, giving food, pressing him to remain is a great honor. Honoring guest is godliness. As per this matrimonial issues, the objects of marriage. What are the objects of marriage? Dharma Sampatti, Praja Sampatti, Ratya Sukham, that is conjugal pleasure. Dharma Sampatti means honoring guests. So in olden days, until and unless they give food to a guest, the couple did not take food. Bhakta Siriyala is the best example in this point. If the guest is, first they give food to guest, and then only the couple and family members took the food. So today, if guest comes, the guest must be treated as God. Honoring guest is godliness. But unfortunately, today some families treat honoring guest is a ghostliness. Second, that is one thing. Second thing is that first objective of marriage is set aside. Second object, praja sampatti, offering pinda, father, three, father, son, 3 degrees ascending order, 3 degrees descending order. They are all called sapindas. Whoever goes first, father can offer pinda to son can offer pinda to father or grandfather, whoever left this world. So by offering pinda, the so-called parted ancestor swings between hell and heaven. The so-called putra, 3 degrees in ascending order, 3 degrees in descending order, by offering pinda, lights by knocking the button of a torch, creates light to show the way to heaven. So the when the soul body is parted from soul, when the soul is parted from the body, the soul swings between hell and heaven. The so-called putra, by offering pinda through this praja sampatti, the parted ancestor will find the way, lighting through this lightning way extended by the son or grandson, reaches heaven. That is the significance of praja sampatti. How many are having opportunity to offer pinda? In 4 brothers are there, first son may have, the others may not have already. Suppose mother dies, second son may have commit, the first son may be in America, may not be able to do, the second one son will do. These are the practical issues which I physically witnessed. So we should have some human values. We are human beings. We are not animals. Just see these who we are doing in pubs, rave parties, nothing but in villages there are cows, buffaloes, oxes and everything. They used to take all these animals in some particular place. So the cow should meet with some ox, buffalo should meet like this. So even the cows or dogs do not entertain every animal of opposite sex. They also have discrimination, something. But the discrimination is also not there in some human beings who meet in certain parties. So that culture is very bad, heinous. It is the biggest threat to the society, dear friend. I may be forgiven for making any statement wrong. These are the practical issues. I spoke out accidentally or otherwise. Kindly receive my words. If anything wrong, I may be forgiven for that. Dear friends, be good, decent, dignified citizen. Be decent, dignified human being. Get marital life as early as possible. Enjoy well. Correct your career. Don't look for a bird in hand is worth two in bush. So start life early with minimum comforts, and thereafter try all sincere efforts to for better career, as what I told in my preachings earlier. Thank you very much for your patient hearing. Thanks a lot.